Hello, welcome to video number 4 for WPP 393. If you are in my 22A or 821 class, we are now on March 18th. Your annotated bibliography was due or is due today by midnight. And if you're in my 22I, then it is March 19th and it's Thursday. And your annotated bib is due today by midnight. All right, so just kind of getting oriented here with our schedule. Video number 4 is all about how to write the short essay number 2, which is called a Kairos reflection. See it right there on the schedule. Okay, so this short essay number 2 is going to be due the following Monday. So either Monday the 23rd or for my 22I people, Tuesday the 24th. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's hop on back over to the modules area and scroll down. Okay, so by this point, hopefully you have already emailed your annotated bibliography. I will be putting comments on that, maybe suggestions. I might just email you back and say, this looks great, your sources look great, you did a great job with the summary and evaluation. You'll hear something from me about it. And the next step is to take that information from your annotated bibliography and put it together into a short essay. It's 1.5 to 2 pages, double spaced, so it really is pretty short, but do make sure that you at least reach the 1.5 page mark. Don't make it too short. And the question that you're asking is back to that big question for section 2. So let's look at that together. What unique, timely contribution does the writer of your primary article make to the debate or conversation about the underlying subject matter? Okay, so your original article and author, what did he or she contribute to this topic? As you were reading through your other 4 sources and as you evaluated those and did your comparison contrast to your original article, hopefully you've been thinking about, hey, you know, my original author really kind of had a unique perspective. Here's what he or she said that nobody else said, or this was their perspective that really brought something important to the conversation. That's what you're answering in this paper. Okay, so this is an informal reflection, so you don't need to have formal citations, but what we do need to see is that you are referring to all of your sources from your annotated bibliography. You can just refer to them by the author's name or by the title of the article. Either one of those things is fine, but we should see those references. So you are making points of comparison and contrast with your original article. So it's really kind of like taking your annotated bibliography and distilling it into this short essay so we can kind of read through it fluidly and say, oh yeah, okay, they're bringing in this information from these other 4 sources, and we can see what unique, timely contribution that primary article's writer really did make to this topic. Okay. So you don't need formal citations. You're welcome to use direct quotes if you want to. I would keep them very, very short. Or probably a better idea is just to paraphrase information from the articles. That's putting, distilling parts of those articles into your own words, for example. You don't want a bunch of direct quotes because in a short paper, it just looks like it's padding, like you're just taking up too much space with these direct quotes. So make sure, though, that you're not spending your whole essay just talking about your 4 sources and you never even mention your primary article, because the whole point of this essay is to talk about your primary writer and to really make the case that this person had something unique to say about this topic. So don't forget to answer this question. I think that's sometimes what students forget to do. They'll just summarize their 4 sources again, kind of like they are just taking the first paragraph out of each of their annotated bibliographies and putting it in this essay, but that's not what we want. We really want more of the evaluation paragraphs from your annotated bibs so we can see what unique timely contribution they made. Okay, so it's pretty simple, 1.5 to 2 pages. If you did a good job on your annotated bibliography, you should have absolutely no problem with this. I made a little checklist just so as you're writing it, you can kind of make sure that you've got everything in there that you're supposed to have in there. Let's take a look at that real quick. So after you write it or as you're writing it, ask yourself these questions. Either at the beginning or ending of this essay, do you summarize your answer to this prompt? What unique, timely contribution does the writer of your primary article make to the debate or conversation about the underlying subject matter? We want to make sure you're answering that question. They discuss all 4 sources from their annotated bib. And I capitalize and underline that. That's important. And they compare, contrast the ideas to their original author's ideas. They give specific details and examples from the sources. There's paragraph breaks that make sense. The essay is at least 1.5 to 2 pages double spaced. So as you're writing and planning this little essay and then after you're done, take a look at this checklist. This is not anything you have to turn in. It's just for you to look at and make sure that you did this assignment correctly. Okay. This is possibly the shortest video of the entire collection here because I'm pretty much done. So just another quick reminder that this is due for the next time. So it's either going to be due on March 23rd on that Monday, or for you Tuesday, Thursday folks on March 24th. Okay. And in our next video, we'll learn all about pre-writing for the timed essay. So in the next video, we're actually moving into the final section of this class. So you are nearing the finish line. As always, if